Hello, and welcome, my Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your What Do I Need read for this new moon in Libra to full moon next in Taurus, October 2020. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hi. Hi. Welcome back, my subscribers, my Sagittarius asses. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for your subscriptions and your likes and your comments and hitting that notification bell, because I've been putting them out at wonky hours because technology and schedule. What can I tell you? It is really my honor to be serving you all. I have a little bit of a magic hangover from last night's live stream, that Dark Moon in Virgo thing. Go watch it. It's really good. Even like a muggle friend of mine, a beloved muggle friend of mine, watched it, and he texted me this morning and said, that was really good. I'm like, oh, the muggles like it too. How nice. I may be magically burned out, but, and delicious. I am magically delicious, my lucky charms. But in terms of divination, I've already been serving all morning, so it's fine. My prayers are done. I just spoke with a dear friend going through something, so yeah, I'm tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Let's get into this gig. If you are new to my channel, please do consider liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell to find out when I am posting new stuff. What is it, comment, all that stuff, because you see, I'm not even at 2,000 subscribers yet, but I'm shooting for 30,000. I know 5 is probably a more reasonable short-term goal at least, but at 30,000 subscribers, I get to have the membership function. You can hit a button, pay one price, and get the extended readings that I do all here in one place, and you have access to all of them. You don't have to piecemeal buy them on Vimeo on demand, and I love Vimeo on demand, and I'll probably keep them there too. But if you are interested in seeing what I got at the end of this, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment if it rings your bell, so to speak. Cool. Let's get down to business for this read. This is a 6-card draw, 6 cards, one from 6 different systems. We have 2 tarot systems, 2 healing systems, and 2 oracular systems. That's a fun word to say. Just to give you clues, tips, and hints about what you need for this new moon in Libra, which this will be tomorrow. I'm doing this on the 15th, so it will be on the 16th, October 16th, 3:31 p.m. It goes new, and then void 6:11 p.m. So you're getting less than 3 hours to kind of work that new moon in Libra energy on a Friday of all things. It's just such a good day for Libra magic. I mean, come on, it's the day of Venus, right? It's the planet, it's the ruling planet of Libra is Venus, and the new moon on Halloween in Taurus, sorry, the full moon, Halloween in Taurus, Taurus is also ruled by Venus. So what a powerful waxing moon to love, to balance, to heal, to harmonize, to, you know, all that kind of hearty heart stuff. And I have to say, a lot of these readings so far have had that romantic touch or tinge or indication in it. So here's the deal. It is a general read. Please take what resonates, leave what does not. Stay present with the breath as much as you can and notice what the body does with certain pieces of information and energy that fly out of my mouth as we do this and the cards hit the table. There is a specific intention for these reads, new moon to full moon next. My guides, my pantheons of the divine, said, may these readings bless all hearts with healing, harmony, balance, and fortitude for the well-being of all. So mote it be. So this is waxing that, all of those things, right? To heal, to grow, to evolve, to develop the grace of fortitude, sort of like emotional endurance and strength. Calling upon the power of your soul, that kind of stuff. I guess that's about it for exposition. If I forgot anything, I'm sure they'll say it through me. All the decks that I read are in the description box below. Let's see what we got for you, Sagittarius asses. I love you. Take a nice deep breath. My pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves, please, let's do this reading. Let's get them the clarity, guidance, and grace for everything that they need, starting with the goddesses through the Daughters of the Moon Tarot. Please, I need one card in clarity. My goddesses of fire, my goddesses of Sagittarius, the divine feminine, depth, wisdom. What's going inside of them, right? What do they need to be aware of inside of themselves? This new moon in Libra to full moon next in Taurus, October 2020. Please, my goddesses, what is it they need to be aware of inside of themselves? We've got the card of celebration, the card of judgment. So now that we're officially in Mercury retrograde phase for the next couple of weeks, we might be looking at resolutions. We might be looking at seeing things differently. What I love about this picture, and I say it every time, is it looks like women dancing in a circle in the mountains somewhere, but if you look at it differently, look at it again, re-look, like retrograde, you see that they are standing on the belly of the Great Mother, her thighs in the background with the pubic mound dancing around her navel with the breasts in the foreground, right? It's like those magic pictures. When you stare at them, boom, another thing appears to you. So that can be about revelation and something worth celebrating, a coming full circle, yet not quite the card of the universe or the world, right? It's like not quite that full thing, but that revelation, that aha. Why it's often called the judgment card is because you finally get all the information, and so you make that decision, right? That judge, jury, executioner, executioner guilty, right? Or innocent, or yes, I'll do it, or no, I won't, or yes, this is over, or no, it's not, right? But either way, you're getting close to the completion of something inside of yourself, but look for interior revelations. And you could see that in terms of intuitive inspiration, right? We always think of inspiration, yes, it does come from the 8th chakra to the crown and then hits the 3rd where it languages. But sometimes for the divine feminines, right, it just hits us as a feeling, and then as that emotion, if you like, water evaporates, it turns into air, right? Thought. So be aware of that. There's a completion inside of you, and I believe with that card of celebration with the full moon that you are right. It's like not exactly directly overhead, right? You see the moon, it's not directly overhead. It's not quite full moon, right? In this picture, so to speak. So think of that last 9 yards in between the card of judgment and the card of the world. You're getting there. Whatever it is your interior work is, keep at it, right? There's revelation and celebration here. Let's see what's going on outside for you. The yang, right? That's the yin. This is the yang with the gods, the divine masculines. Take a nice deep breath. Hi. Hello. My gods, please, my gods of fire, my gods of Sagittarius, Zeus in particular, who sits in the throne of Zeus for me, of Sagittarius for me. Ooh, a little jovial, so to speak, pardon the pun. We have one card in clarity for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. This new moon in Libra to full moon next in Taurus, October 2020. What do they need to be aware of outside of themselves? And there's the world. Okay. Sometimes magic hangover is the best thing for a reading, right? Because you just, you're just like that. Through it comes. So yeah, so you've got a near completion on the inside, but with revelation, maybe an understanding, like all the pieces of the puzzle have hit the table, right? Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It is a major arcana card, a spirit card, right? And just whatever, and as a result, or perhaps leading up to, right? Past, present, or future, this is what's going on. You are at the end of a cycle. Now, of course, this is a general read that could play itself out in billions of different ways. But my sense is if you're really getting, like I said, that intuitive inspiration, like a feeling of like, I think I might be done with this. I mean, this is a waxing read, so, it might be like really, not the closure of a waning moon necessarily, but that building up to that completion, something that you have been working on for a while, right? That started with the Fool, the journey of the Fool, and then the Magician, and on and on. So let's see what else we got here. Those are our 2 tarot. We're going to do our 2 healing systems next. The Chuck Spezzano Love Pack, only 3 of the 4 suits, the suit of luck, the suit of healing, the suit of grace, the suit of the problems back there. I'm not interested right now. What's the problem? We do those for waning. And the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn, both voices of the Ascended Masters. Let's see what they've got for you. Breathe. Well, hello, my Ascended Masters again. Good afternoon, I should say. Please, one card in clarity, my beloved friends and masters, for this Sagittarius collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign for this new moon in Libra to full moon next in Taurus. What do they need to know, right? What is the piece of luck they need to be aware of that they may not see? What is the piece of healing that they need to embrace and work with? What is the piece of grace that they need to allow through them for their well-being and for the well-being of all this new moon to full moon next October 2020? So very Sagittarian. You got the luck card of wild abandon. Now if you look, there are people dancing in a fountain like they're the Go-Go's. I think that's wrong. Not the dancing itself, but you know, there should be a little Jane Weedlin in there. She is little. We love Jane Weedlin. Charlotte. Gina, Belinda. Kathy Valentine was always my favorite. Am I missing one of them? I think I might have got them all. Forgive me. I always felt like I was the unrecognized go-go. So with this wild abandon, that there's a lucky thing here. Now, abandon does not mean running away. Abandon means throwing off the psychic weight, right? Throwing off the burden and just having fun, splashing in the water emotionally. A lucky opportunity is coming to you here. Now, how that relates to these, I'm going to put that off right now. You know I like to weave them together like beads on a thread. But we're just going to keep these to the side. I want to see what the healing mantra is, because that will just churn the party one of 52 different ways, 52 different cards, right? So let's see what this is about, that wild abandon. I mean, I love that card, but, you know, I'm a Virgo. Put down a tarp. Take a nice deep breath. Just olive oil and astral glide everywhere. Please, my ascended masters. I need one card in clarity for this Sagittarius collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign from this new moon in Libra to full moon next in Taurus, October 2020. Please, what have you got for them, my ascended masters? Because we've got the card of celebration, judgment on the inside, a big deal. Two major arcana cards, inner and outer. The outer one being the world, completion, right? Fulfillment of a cycle, and this feels good. I mean, celebration, the world, and wild abandon. It does feel like they are going to complete something like this. Might not happen in the first week or so of the reading. This is a new moon to full moon next, but it does feel like whatever this is, you are moving in the direction of a really kind of good feeling completion here. So please, my ascended masters, what is their perfect healing mantra? This new moon to full moon next for the Libra collectives. Illuminating the truth. I was just saying this one this morning. I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. It's a great mantra. And if you want clairvoyance, this would be a good one to lean into it, right? I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome, which means surrendering the outcome. Which means, yes, you may not be seeing things so clearly right now, but that's okay. Revelation is coming, and it does feel like it'll be more like a, oh, that's what that is. Like sometimes in readings, I'll have, even private readings, like I'll have the cards on the table and I'll be going a certain way, and then they'll just go, and I look back and I go, oh, right? It's just that last piece of the puzzle hits the table, and it makes sense. So I'm going to read this from the book, the guidebook. It's really, really good. I love these. Illuminating the Truth. I used this one. I just haven't in a little while until actually after I did the live stream last night, sitting outside in prayer. Illuminating the Truth. I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. When the truth is illuminated, you are no longer willing to settle for opinions, but instead yearn for a direct reflection that can shift fear and apprehension into higher vibrations of acceptance, right? So there's the point of illuminating the truth. It's like, let me no longer dwell in what ifs, right? Of assumptions, that apprehension, right? Instead, I am willing, right? It literally says, I am willing, choosing, throat chakra, to see things clearly no matter the outcome, moving into a place of acceptance. In the illumination of truth, it doesn't matter how much life gets inconvenienced or disrupted. Instead, the recognition of fact versus falsehood allows you to move past the shattering of expectations to commune with a reality beyond the horizon of your ingrained ideas. In other words, the divine plan is often better than we can even imagine, and because we can't imagine it, we think it doesn't exist, or it's not going to happen for us, or, you know, all that stuff that we do, which is part of the spiritual ego as well, which is part of the collective. I mean, who on planet Earth isn't feeling like their plans have been somewhat thwarted to a degree, right? 2020. So to see things clearly, I think this would be a powerful mantra for everyone on planet Earth for this time that we are in. I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. This mantra is ideal for recovering from betrayal, healing abandonment, and dealing with distrust. And it's funny because you got the word abandon here, but this is not a bad feeling card. Whatever the truth is, it has to be illuminated here. I mean, obviously, they're not coming right out to me and saying, bloop, this is what it is, right? If this was unraveling codependence or honoring adversity, right? There, I know the mantras pretty much by heart, not well, everything written in the book, but I know the flavor of them. This is really saying, Sagittarius, as a fire sign in particular, light and truth are one, right? You are a fire sign. You're ruled by Jupiter, Zeus, right? The expansion, to see the larger picture, to see the world, to have this larger revelation. Now, like I said, it's internal. Certainly that could be intuitive, but illuminating the truth is about the third eye. So this might be like a vision, a revelation that you have inside of yourself about or resulting in, I would think, a truthful, right? See what is actually happening here. Completion with some kind of wild abandon. And of course there's a romantic sexual flavor in there somewhere, but it might just be, you know, a little bit of the frosting of the swirl. This could be about work, this could be about family, this could be about health and healing, this could be about absolutely anything. A little vague. But we're not done. We got 2 oracles left. We have got the Whispers of Love Oracle, which will be the voices of your higher selves, and we have got the Healing with the Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue, which I think have been very telling in these reads this time around. Let's see what they have to say for you. Nice deep breath. Oh, the higher selves of all involved. You're so peaceful for Sagittarian higher selves. Yeah, I got it. Please, one card in clarity for this Sagittarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. This new moon in Libra to full moon next in Taurus, Halloween. We've got we need the Whisper of Love, the piece of information, inspiration, or insight for my Sagittarians here. Give them a little more clarity. We got Celebration on the inner, the card of Revelation, the card of Judgment, World on the outer, Wild Abandon that they need to be aware of, a piece of luck, with Illuminating the Truth and the Ascended Masters. Please, higher self, what is the Whisper of Love? What do they need this new moon to full moon next? Choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. Choose love. Choose love. Okay, choose love. Vague. Don't just stand there. Let's get to it. Pull a card. There's nothing to that. Vague. Choose love. All right, so again, we're looking at third chakra power here, and it would say that there is obviously a choice involved here, and like I said at the beginning, it could be the choice to lay something to rest or possibly successfully complete things, but with wild abandon, it might be something new comes in, right? That you're just like, oh, next, it happens. It happens. Now look, are you abandoning your responsibilities? That's not what that card is, right? Now you've got, these are all really glowing. I mean, illuminating the truth, the grace of illumination of the crown chakra. Check it out. Pray for it, ask for it. But I think that mantra is so genius. I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. Doesn't say I'm going to, it's saying that I'm willing to, I'm choosing to, I am open to, right? And as the subconscious familiarizes that general thought, then choosing love is going to be easier, right? Choosing to love yourself, choosing to complete this world card, whatever this may be, in a loving way by choosing love. You see what I'm saying? This is good. This is good. Let's check the angels, though. This is where, I mean, if it's like the soulmate card or the romance card, then we'll know if this is that. Because that wild abandon, I'm sorry, I mean, yes, that could be with friends, that could be creatively, artistically, but it's a luck card, right? Let's see. Breathe. My angels and my archangels of fire, my Michaelites in particular, we need a piece of truth here, please. What is the healing angel that this Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign needs to work with, call and pray to, whatever, acknowledge, allow in for this new moon in Libra to full moon next in Taurus, October 2020 again. We've got the card of celebration, the card of the world, wild abandon, illuminating the truth, and choosing love. You always have a choice as to what you should do, so please, what is the angel that walks with them that they need to work with, call upon this new moon to full moon next? Ooh, listening. What would the angel of listening do? Help you to heal how you listen, is what I mean. And I don't mean that you don't listen. Well, there's a difference between hearing someone and listening. To me, listening is really more in that present moment. It has to do with stillness. Say, just like try and hear something in the distance, you no thought, you go still, right? To really listen, to be receptive. Now, this also says that your angels are hearing you. Your prayers are being heard. Like I said, whatever spiritual practice you're doing, whatever kind of healing, Reiki, Schmeiki, eggs and bakey, keep going. Because it feels like it's really giving you this near completion, like the revelation of something that might have been whole and complete within you all along, but might have been obscured, right? Some revelation of some truth inside of yourself. And why wouldn't it be that allows you to complete whatever this is on the outer with that, but to do it through listening. That also means, of course, give people the space. You can honor someone by listening to them, even if you don't agree with them. Right? It derails them a little bit when someone comes at you. You know what I mean? This is 2020 we're talking about, right? Particularly if you're illuminating the truth as you go, to just listen to someone, to give them the love and respect, to just let them be heard. Don't have to agree with them, don't have to sign any contracts, but you don't have to argue with them either, right? It's one of the cards in here, Encountering Conflict, I think it is, one of the mantra cards. I don't have to pick sides, I choose to take a stand, or something like that. So again, I'm going to say very internally pointing here, in a sense, right? Like illuminating the truth. You want to see the truth within yourself, and I feel like that's where it's going to hit first. Here, I'll put it all together. The goddesses are saying that there's some sort of judgment moment, but with celebration. Other cards could have come up, right? With that celebration, something revealed, something like you've always been taken care of, and it's always been fine, and you didn't do anything wrong, and it's all part of the divine plan. That kind of scale thing, particularly with the world card, right? The Ouroboros, the snake that swallows its own tail, that eternal cycle that you are in. And I gotta say, with these two together, that's pretty powerful. This isn't like, oh, I found my wallet because I was guided to it. This is bigger. Depends on what's in your wallet. What's in your wallet? But the Ascended Masters are saying wild abandon with illuminating the truth. Now that could be permission to say, go for it. Find the truth, darling. Work this mantra, scope and probe Nancy Drew all over the world. If you got a Carmen Sandiego, if necessary, right? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Nice hat. We're definitely looking at something here that is high vibe, though. Even though it feels like this internal, it may be more the focus, right? While this waxes twofold, which I do say this might not be happening early on. This might be presenting itself. You need to know there's completion coming. So the more that you can choose love, right? Through listening, right? Like just listening, just being present, let people be heard. You don't have to agree. It's a brilliant spiritual practice. But my sense is that something might pop out of their mouths that might complete that puzzle for you. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention. I know this is hard to say to a Sagittarius, but you know, there's this line from the Wiccan Reed poetic version by Doreen Valiente that you might find helpful. Soft of eye and light of touch, speak ye little, listen much. Good luck with that. Because you're Sagittarians and I love you for that. So let me give you the blessing as I'll put this together for you. Please take a nice deep breath. May the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need this new moon to full moon next, that they may have the celebration and completion, be aware of that going on inside of them, while something comes to an external completion as well in their world, that be happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise, with this element of lucky, wild abandon propelling them forward illuminating the truth, willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome, so that they can choose love and listen to others, listen to their guidance, know they are being heard for their well-being and for the well-being of all. So mote it be. And so it is. Granted, vague. I'm not thinking nothing. If you know what that's from, please comment below. But this feels very dynamic. You did lead off with 2 major arcana cards and that illuminating the truth mantra, which I think can make shit move fast if you work it, right? So that's what I see for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment, all that stuff. Help me reach my goals, my Sagitt crabby asses, my crab cakes. I love you. Sagitt crab cakes? Yeah, so it's like Cancer and Sagittarius. Sagitt crab cakes? I love you. Otherwise, wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this new moon to full moon next in October. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.